Joe Rogan explains why he puts Jon Jones in a different category than Conor McGregor. Joe said Jon's in a different category. Conor self-destructed in a lot of ways because of money. He took that fight with Floyd Mayweather, made a ton of money off that, and then took a long time before he came back to MMA, and he's just not been the same guy since. And I think that's just, it's money. It's a lot of partying, but it's the same kind of thing. It's just a wild change. But when Conor was in his prime, he was a f***ing assassin. Jon is a special dude. When he's gone, we're all going to miss him. He's a different kind of guy. I mean, he's been at the top for 14 f***ing years. He was the youngest guy to ever win a UFC title, 23. But when Jon Jones won that title at 23, it's just been destruction of everyone ever since. Never ducked anybody, fought all the best, destroyed everybody, and dominated his division. Then went up to heavyweight, dominates at heavyweight. Alexander Volkanovski gives an update on what's next for him on his YouTube channel. Volk responded to the rumors that he's fighting Diego Lopez and says there's actually no talks about that fight at all. Make sure to go subscribe to Volk's channel, links in the description.
We don't know exactly what's going on just yet. Obviously, we're fighting for the title. When is that going to be? That's sort of the question. So let's see if we can get a stadium in Spain. Obviously, that's an option. Could Sydney still be an option? If so, I'm going to, I'll stay fit, making sure that, because I'll be getting close to camp now anyway, if we do make Sydney. So I'll just get stuck into it, stuck into training, and we'll see what happens. But nothing locked in yet, but yeah, we'll see.
So everyone's saying these fights locked in and everything.
Oh, yeah, with we're seeing the Lopez.
Yeah.
I don't know where that sort of come from. I think that was just, I think the fact that he's obviously said, let's do it in Sydney, and then I think people just ran with that, but there's no talks of that at all. But you never know, right? But yeah, obviously we're fighting for the title, so that's where we're gonna, mainly focus. But we'll see what happens. But there's definitely nothing like that locked in.
Israel Adesanya says he only has a few years left in MMA. Izzy is currently 35 years old and says he does not want to be fighting at 40. Izzy said, I actually have no idea. That's the thing. And it's nice to know that. I've never felt that when people talk about Matt Hughes was one of the first people I heard talk about when he lost the belt. He felt this pressure come off. Oh, I'm not the champ anymore. But I never felt that because I was the champ for so long. And when I lost it at MSG, I was kind of like, let's do it again. Even when I lost it to Strickland, I felt there was a target on my back, and there still is. But after this fight, I was kind of like, meh. I wasn't attached to the result. I just wanted to show off and I wanted to fight. I did. So now I'm in a spot where it's like, who do I fight? When do I fight? Because I'm only doing main events, 5-rounders and title fights. That's all I've done for the last how many years. But it's kind of nice to not have that be the focus now. Just fight, show off, make money. We'll see. I'm excited. I've said this already. With what I've already done in this game, a lot of people don't even get to the belt, get to the UFC. I've done it twice. Still the only 2-time middleweight champion. If what I've already done won't make me happy, what will? I'm happy, but I'm not content. I still have a few things I want to try, a few moves I want to do. I look forward to creating those. That's the artist in me. Again, submission. I know I'm going to choke a motherfucker out. I know I'm going to get one of those. You've got to break up with fighting before fighting breaks up with you. When will I? I don't know. I said at 20-something, when I'm 34, I'm done with this game. I'm 35 now. But I know I'm over the halfway point, and I'm definitely a few years away, maybe 3 years away. But who knows? I know I don't want to be fighting at 40. Michael Chandler wants to fight Conor McGregor next year during International Fight Week. Chandler also likes the idea of fighting Max Holloway for the BMF belt or a rematch with Justin Gaethje.
No, I think me and Conor International Fight Week is the next fight. That's what I'm throwing out there. Like I think June, July.
When do those conversations start to happen? Give us a timeline on that. When do you know if that's a reality?
Well, I mean, I got to see what's up with the body right now,
which you should have done a couple of days ago.
I know, but I'll talk to Hunter in the next couple of days. I'm sure he's giving me a little time right now to
see what some options are.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, it's like Chandler versus anybody is a thumbs up for the UFC right now. So
okay, so let's say Conor's done. He rides off in the sunset. That's it. What in your perfect world? Who are you fighting next?
Max Holloway for the BMF belt. I mean, I don't know what my ranking is now. Probably still 7-ish or whatever. He's number 5 because he beat Gaethje, So like you got 2 guys inside the top 10, BMF belt, 155. Chandler versus Gaethje 2. That's a big fight. That's another banger.
You
is that one at 155 too?
That would be at 155, yeah. I would love to fight at 170 though.
Khalil Rountree reveals he went blind in one eye during the fight against Alex Pereira. On the Jackson podcast, Khalil says that it happened on the second punch Alex landed.
How does that feel going into a round like that, having your eye that swollen?
I mean,
in the moment, you don't necessarily. I didn't feel it. I mean, like for instance, in the fight where this cut happened, I think I got hit, boom, and I knew that I had gotten it like a hit hard because I started to see my vision kind of, like kind of blur a little bit. But the second one that landed, the one that actually split my eye, I literally in that moment, I was like, I went blind, but it, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, you don't say
because I didn't see anything after that. I saw just light. I didn't see shadows. I didn't see anything. It was just like if someone put like just a clear or like a frosted like film. So I was like, I can't see. I'm blind, but whatever. I'm not gonna give up.
Yeah.
So, but the sensation, like the feeling, I didn't feel anything. The adrenaline was too high for me to, but I realized it was there. I was like, okay, my eyes up, but I'll deal with it later.
Petr Yan fights Devesion Figueiredo this weekend at UFC Macau. He says he plans to beat Devesion and then make a second run to the title.
And I am Chandler. Да, это очень...
Getting injured is always bad news, It's a long recovery, rehab process, But it's also a part of our job. We are fighters. That's why we're different from everyone else. And being able to overcome these obstacles, that's how you differentiate from being just a challenger and a champion. To be honest, I feel like I only have one real loss on my record, and I believe I'll be able to compete with all the top guys and still challenge for the belt.
Devesion бывший чемпион.
Devesion is a former champ and also current champ Merab been saying that he's the only real deserving challenger for his belt, and for me it's a good opportunity to get this position, to beat him and also challenge for the belt instead of him. I don't see a big difference since he switched the divisions, Yes, he have unorthodox styles, he have really strong sides that he used to get the wins, but I don't see anything too special.
Я считаю себя разносторонним бойцом.
I believe I'm a well-rounded fighter who can fight at all levels, and I think I will be able to control the fights, and give him problems wherever the fight goes. Doesn't really much change in terms of approach, Obviously, if it were the rules were 7 rounds, 10 rounds, we would have adapted to this too, It's nice to be able to be a main event, and I believe it's #1 contender fight too. Merab is currently a champ. I believe he's not ready to defend his title yet, especially against Umar. Seems like he's avoiding him. Also Umar, I believe he maybe need a couple good wins too. So with the win over Devesion, I believe I can get back into the title pictures and challenge for the belt again. Yes, for sure. I believe I matured and I mentally on a different level now, and it's going to be a more serious approach this time.
Henry Cejudo likes the idea of rematching Dominick Cruz. Henry and Dom fought back in 2020, and Henry won via TKO in the second round.
Dominick snooze. The only thing I remember about Dominick Cruz when I put that freaking knee on top of his freaking dome. That's the only thing that I remember him. And then he woke up, he was talking about, I need some alcohols and cigarettes, and starts blaming the referee when he had 13 unanswered shots. I actually like that fight. If the UFC wants to make it, let's make it happen. But as I told you before, as I told Bumtista and everybody else, I don't want to get in a fight with Hunter no more. I'm allowing Hunter to really pick the fight. If he wants to give Dominick Cruz that fight, then let's do it. Look at my tweet. Disrespect the greatest manager of all time. He's coming out our board. The last time I remember you, my knee hit your ugly face and you blamed it on alcohol and cigarettes. I would love a tune-up, to be honest, and a little gitchy. If Dominick wants to do it, the UFC wants to do it, I'm down, dude. Like I said, at this point, Kamaru, when you're a champion, if you have a legacy, people want to come at you. I mean, how many fighters? You've been out for close to a year now, Kamaru. How many fighters have came at you? How many? I've been out for. I've been out for close to a year. How many fighters want it? Because they think we're declining, but we gotta show up and we gotta represent. But either way, Dominick snooze or Cheeto, hot Cheetos. If you want something that's more long dong, your slong dong or Bumtista, or I'm allowing Hunter to do his pick and whatever it is that he wants to. I'm scrapping, dude. Yeah. But moving forward, Kamaru, like I said, dude, I'm literally allowing Hunter to pick him. Whoever you want, dude, I'm fighting, bro. I don't want to fight that dude.
Gilbert Burns and Renato Moicano react to Colby Covington being the underdog in his upcoming fight against Joaquin Buckley. Renato says that he'd put money on Colby.
Colby Covington versus Joaquin Buckley.
That's very hard too. This guy never fights, and now he comes back on a short notice.
Yeah, and Buckley's a big favorite.
I hope
favorite.
I hope Buckley wins. That's my hope. I hope Buckley wins.
Agree.
Colby's out of the ranks. No one talks more about him. But
yeah,
Buckley lost to Logan Sterling when he was on Bellator, and Logan just did Colby. Yeah. Logan took him down.
I would put some money on Colby
as a dog.
As a dog.
Yeah. Like I said, I hope Buckley wins, but I still think Colby's gonna win.
What's the odds? Hey Kyle, can you look the odds?
Yeah, Buckley's a favorite.
What's up, homie?
Hey, that's a very hard matchup for Buckley.
I'll tell you what, though. I think Buckley
best fight odds.
I think Buckley is just so much better than he used to be, bro.
Say that again.
Buckley.
So much better, but I still think his kryptonite is going to be the takedowns. If Colby is able to take him
Colby
down,
can hold him down. He's a big physical guy.
I think he's going to be physical in the first two rounds.
Let's zoom in on those odds.
Plus.
He's a big muscle guy, so I think
that's good money.
Plus 144 for Colby Covington.
I do believe if he doesn't finish Colby in the first two rounds, that he's gonna be fresh and strong. Colby will overwhelm him with the pressure.
5 rounds?
Yeah, 5 rounds.
Oh yeah,
overwhelm him.
That's
with the
very
With
important.
the pressure.
That's probably why Colby took the fight, is because of the 5-rounder.
That's why you like it when they break down.
Yeah, no, I like that, bro. That's true. That makes it interesting.
Buckley got 2 rounds to knock him out. If he not,
well, he knocked out Wonderboy in the 3rd round, though.
Yeah, that was good, but no one took him down, right?
Yeah.
Tom Aspinall does not believe Jon Jones is the GOAT of MMA due to his multiple failed drug tests. On his YouTube channel, Tom said GSP, he's never failed for PEDs. On where he puts Jon, second, I think it'd be silly to say that he wasn't one of the best ever. Conor McGregor appeared in court today with his fiancée Dee. Conor has been found liable of SAing a woman by the name of Nikita Hand in a Dublin hotel in 2018. Conor is now expected to pay the victim over $250,000 in damages.
I want to show Freya and every other girl and boy that you can stand up for yourself if something happens to you, no matter who the person is, and justice will be served. To all the victims of I hope my story is a reminder that no matter how afraid you might be, speak up, you have a voice, and keep on fighting for justice. I know this has impacted not only my life, my daughters, my family and friends tremendously, and it's something that I'll never forget for the rest of my life. But now that justice has been served, I can now try and move on and look forward to the future with my family and friends and daughter.
Nikita, what have the last 2 weeks been like?
Do you have any reaction to the women at the centre?
Do you have a reaction? Do you have an apology to the women at the centre of this?
I'm partly the role model to young fans.
Conor McGregor released a statement. He posted this to X. He wrote, "I will be appealing today's decision. The judge's instruction and the modest award given was for assault, not for aggravated or exemplary damages. I'm disappointed that the jury did not hear all the evidence that the DPP reviewed. I'm with my family now, focused on my future. Thank you to all my support worldwide." Demetrious Johnson reacted to the news. He wrote, "Shame on him."
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos.
Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one's from Iggy Phillips. It says, "Bo calling fans idiots is a bad move." The second one's from OmniDaddy2221. It says, "Bo losing fans at Jamal Hill pace." And the final one's from Omuerta7605. It says, "Bo is delusional. He needs to dump the people around him praising his performance and bring in a team that will push him and not baby him."
Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.